Hey loves, it's Maite. Welcome back to my channel. Whew, okay, so I have all 5 of the undated Recollections planners that just came out. You guys were so great in letting me know in my review of the dated planners that you guys really want to see close-ups and flip-throughs of all of the undated 5 that Recollections also came out with. So if you're interested in a very thorough review of the dated planners, I'll link that on the screen and also down below for you guys. So thank you so much for letting me know that this is something you really wanted to see. I took that to heart and couldn't be happier to show you these today. I traversed boroughs to find these, but they are finally in my possession for me to share. Please keep in mind, I have 5 planners here. I'm going to try to keep it as short and as informative for each planner that I can, but I also know that you're here for detailed close-ups as well. So hopefully this won't be a million bajillion years long, but bear with me. So the planners I have to show you today are the fitness planner, the goals planner, the cooking recipe planner, the wedding planner, and the pregnancy planner. Also to note, all of the planners I'm mentioning today are the same size, 7.5 inches by 9.25 inches, and they all retail for $29.99 US dollars. They are only available at Michael's, in store and online. I will link all of the planners down below to the Michael's website in my description box because they are now available online. All right, so this beautiful fitness planner is the most gorgeous metallic embossed writing that says, make the rest of your life the best of your life. And I absolutely love that. There is no time like the present. The covers on the undated planners are also removable, so if you wanted to switch them out because you liked the dated covers better or you liked them for another purpose better, you can switch them around. So this is the beautiful ownership page, and it says, live well, this wellness planner belongs to. And if you can see here, the tabs are really colorful. Orange and white and this seafoam green in the first row of tabs. Then you have black and hot pink and like a rainbow stripe. And as you can tell, they're not dated. And here we just have a notes and thoughts page on the back of the ownership page. This is just the first divider in a creamsicle and white stripe. And here are the 30-day challenges pages, and I think these are great pages. So you have your goal that you write here on this dotted line, plan of action. So I guess this would just be mini steps of how to achieve that goal, and then notes about that goal. And I assume here is the progress tracker where you can check off how many days in a month you did it, or however you want to use these numbers, and there are 30 of them here. And also here you have a reward, which I think is really great because who doesn't need a reward to go to the gym? So you get 3 of these 30-day challenges per page. So you get 6 in total for the month. So each month gets a layout of 6 30-day challenges, which I think is really cool. Moving on to the monthly spread, you can see here there's a very colorful header in polka dots on the top of the page. The weeks run from Sunday through Saturday, which is not uncommon for a monthly layout. You have big open dots to put the dates. For the record, none of the planners that I'm going to show you have individual date stickers for the month. So you're either going to have to write those in, stamp those in, or use separate stickers that don't come with the planner. You also get a full 5 rows, so you're covered when it comes to months. You also get a full notes bar on the side, and just a little square here at the end of the notes sidebar, which I think would be great for like a decorative sticker, or just if you want something that you cannot fit in the lines above. Now here is the weekly spread of the fitness planner. So the weekly spread runs from Monday through Sunday. The weekends are shared, which I know a lot of people are going to love. And here you have your meals at the top and exactly how many glasses of water a day you are drinking. And I think it's really cute that they actually put the glasses of water on the bottom. And you have 8. Then you have your health, and then right at the bottom here you have hours of sleep. This is probably my most favorite tracking detail I have probably ever seen in a planner. I love to see how much I'm sleeping because I'm never getting enough sleep. But the fact that a planner actually put that in there for you is just so amazing. A lined box for your weekly goals on the bottom, and you also have a shaded box that is not lined to write anything else you might want to track here. And you also have the header here, so you can put the dates of the week or whatever you want here. And you also have a huge sidebar on the side. And these little dots, you could almost even use those as a checklist or cover those up with washi, whatever you want. On the other side of the week, it stays the same. Thursday through Sunday, the boxes are exactly the same. The bottom, however, is different. You get a shaded box again that is not lined. And then you get this habit tracker here. And this is really great because you can be tracking anything else you want to track in terms of your health or even anything that doesn't have to do with your health. I think this is a really great system that you have your habit, and whether you did it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You could also think about this planner kind of like a self-care planner because it does incorporate your overall health. So if you wanted to say, okay, like how much time do I take for me each day, or how much am I reading? I think this is, if you don't have another place in your everyday planning system that you're keeping track of that and you're not sure what to put in here, don't discard self-care. It's a major part of your health and overall well-being. So the weekly pages continue like that for the rest of the month. And at the end of the month, you have this month in review sheet. And that is where you have your goal, your reflection about how you think you did, and where you have stars on how you would rate yourself on how you feel you accomplished those goals. You get 6 of these reflections in the monthly review, which is exactly how many you got at the beginning. So it's nice to see, okay, did I do this 30-day challenge and other things like that. So you can really just pair and pair each one. And you know what? The fact that there's not more than this really makes it so you can really pare down which are the most important 6 you're trying to focus on. So you don't have any other note paper or graph paper at the end of the month, just so you know. All right, so I'm just going to flip through the dividers. It just says mind over matter. This is a pretty geometric triangle print. And this black one is really chic. It says, give your all and more will come back to you. Ooh, this is bright. This is just a fuchsia polka dot page. Believe you can and you will. And here you have that stripe pattern that runs through their planners. The body achieves what the mind believes. And again, we have green little triangles. Oh, this is fun. This is black and white polka dots and this big bright pink make today count. I'm going to have another notes and thoughts page. And here is the fun part. So these are all the stickers that come in the planner. You also get 4 pages of stickers, just like the dated planners, but these stickers are very, very different. So you do get your monthly header stickers for your monthly boxes. Sorry, for your monthly layouts. And then you get workout specific stickers. So you get all of these workout stickers, and then you get your goal satisfaction stickers and your appointment stickers on the side. You get other motivational stickers, soar is the new sexy, believe in yourself every day, and the body achieves what the mind believes, so just echoing what they put in their dividers. And just to-do list and things like that. Page flags. You also have more goal stickers. And see, like you even have like a me time sticker, which is awesome. And what's awesome about this is you also get the stickers for the tabs. So you can just rearrange the tabs however you want. And it also means that you can start this planner whenever you want, and they give it to you right here, so you don't have to be fussing around looking for tab stickers. You also have empty ones here, which means that you can write in whatever you want. Your emoji stickers. And you have your health-related stickers here, like gym little icon, doctor icon, heart rate icon, meal icons. Then you have a folder that matches the theme of the planner. It says, sweat today, smile tomorrow. And that repeats itself on the other side. And then you get a zip pouch as well. This is the beautiful goals planner that everyone is freaking out about. And again, it also has this beautiful gold embossing. It says, work hard, be kind, beautiful things will happen. And I could not agree more. So this is more of a pink theme as opposed to the blue theme we saw in the fitness planner, and I am obsessed with it. So the first tab says, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. It's the watercolor ombre effect. If you can see the close-up on the tabs, you have purple, white, these ombre effect pinks and greens. So very different color scheme than the fitness planner. But you're going to be covering these up with date stickers most likely. It doesn't matter a lot what they look like, but if you wanted to keep them blank, I wanted to show a close-up. This is the beginning of the planner, and you have a first page of setting your goal. And this just breaks down your goals that you're trying to set step by step, which is so useful when it comes to goal setting and planning, especially at this time of year that we're rounding right now. So the first step is, what do you want? And the second is, why do you want it? The third is, what's holding you back? Fourth is, what will you do to get it? And 5, how will you prioritize it? This is everything right here. 6 is, when is your deadline? And 7 is, how will you reward yourself? So then it says, start small. What are some smaller steps you can work on first to help you achieve your main goal? Now the next page breaks up the goals that you just set on the other page into short-term goals and long-term goals. So the short-term goal is month of blank, and you have a little description here, deadline, mini reward, and a little box here to check off if you finished it. I know this isn't a lot of space. You can always extrapolate and go into more detail in note paper about what you're trying to do, but I almost think it's great that they don't give you that much space, because sometimes you really need to zoom in on what exactly you're trying to do, and you can kind of get lost in your own thoughts. I know I do all the time. So sometimes you just really need to just cut out all the fluff and be like, okay, this is what exactly I'm trying to do. So you get 4 short-term goals and 2 long-term goals, because this is split up into 2. So then the long-term goal side, you have more space for a longer description, and you also have a room for the month, also a deadline, a reward, a big reward, and the goal made. And this is really emphasized on this one. So then we turn the page and we have goals by month. You have 6 months on each page, the first half of the year on one page and the second half of the year on the other page. And I just think this is fantastic. So you have January, February, March, April, May, June. It gives you 8 little tabs here for 8 goals, or you can just make them longer goals or shorter goals, or you can split this up however you want. But you do get 8 little indicators there. Such a great overview for what you're trying to do in the year. I know we set goals all the time, but having it like month by month staring you in the face the second you open this planner is probably great for accountability. So here you have the I am grateful for page, and this kind of reminds me of like a Bujo style / inkwell press situation going on. Just a circle here, and you have lines coming out of the circle where you write what you're grateful for on each of these dotted lines. This is the achievements tracker, so you have a place to put all of the goals you have achieved throughout the year, which is great because you can, plan all these things and come back to this page and fill out like, yeah, I'm getting everything done. 5, 6, 7. You have 8 here, and the 3 little tab indicators under each line. So you could either do this by month or quarterly or whatever. It's like an awesome page. So here you have your vision board, and this is 2 pieces of graph paper, and the header says, dream it, do it, my vision board. This square says, creating my vision board, know what you want, gather or draw images that define your vision, arrange and create your collage, and review it daily to stay motivated. This is so brilliant because instead of making one of those like massive vision boards that you can hang up on your wall, which are awesome, by the way, I think sometimes you want to have something a little bit more tangible and portable, because nothing is more important than the why you're trying to do something. So if that's always at the forefront of your mind, you are setting yourself up for success. Staying motivated page is just meant to keep you on track. So you have reasons I want to be, reasons I want to do, and reasons I want to go, reasons I want to try, reasons I want to change. You get 2 of each of these. And next up is my bucket list. So this is just one big checklist of things you want to do for the year. And it's cool that they did this separate than goals, because sometimes it's just things you want to do to keep yourself going. You can put your rewards on this list to keep them front and center. I mean, there's so much you can do with this page, or just places you want to go. I mean, the possibilities here are endless. And I think having your rewards next to your goals is really motivating. So that's just one suggestion of mine if you have this planner. And then you have a notes and thoughts page. So now you have your monthly layout, again, Sunday through Saturday, and you have a one-line sidebar of notes. There's no section on the bottom that isn't lined, just pointing that out. It's really pretty watercolor up here. So on to what every monthly section looks like. So you have your motivate side where you write down your goals for the month, and then you have your motivate side, my weekly routine. So here they just give you very bold space for 10 goals you want to achieve for that month. So you get a lot of space to write out each goal you want. And this is really interesting because here you have my weekly routine. So you have your first things first, morning, afternoon, evening, and before bed. I find this awesome that they provide this per month, because your routines, if you're very busy or your work schedule changes from time to time, or you do a lot of seasonal living, your routines change. I know my routines change from season to season constantly, and depending what new things I throw in my own way, my routines are constantly changing. So having a place to put that every month is pretty awesome. And here we have the weekly layout, and this has a shared weekends. Saturday and Sunday is on one page, and here's a blank header, and it is a horizontal layout, but as you can see, there's no lines or anything. It's just one big empty box. And here is 3 check boxes that you can either use for a top 3 or most important 3 or whatever you want to use in here. So with this layout, my suggestion, if you have your goals planner as a supplementary planner and you don't necessarily want to see these weekly pages go to waste, one of my suggestions would be just to write down something that you're doing towards each of your monthly goals on these pages. It'd be really cool to be like, okay, so like, what are the actionable steps that I'm doing on Monday to achieve X and Tuesday to achieve Y, etc., etc. Because I feel like sometimes we don't schedule in those steps. We plan out the goals, we do everything, we put the deadlines out there, but life gets in the way. So I think it's great to have a place where you can just put, okay, like, I'm doing this for this today. And then at the end of the month, you have a goal tracker. Have a colorful header, you have space for the month to write here, and then you have all of these lines to write the goals you're trying to track. It goes from the 1st on the top to the 31st on the bottom. Assuming you could use that page for writing the goals, writing each of your goals down that you put for the month, and checking off if you've done something for each of those goals on every day of the month. This is such a great page. And then in the back, you have notes and thoughts. So that runs through the rest of the planner. So I'm just going to quickly go through the dividers. Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. Watercolor. More watercolor. Breathe it all in, love it all out. Oh, that's sweet. This is a cool pattern. Enjoy every moment. Ooh. Ah. Choose your own path. I really do like the color scheme in this. It's not me, but I love it. Believe you can and you will. You have more notes pages, and you have 17 notes pages in all, front and back. And I love that the stickers in this planner are goal-oriented, and yes, you get 4 sticker sheets again. You said, oh, yes, you can is this row. Make it happen. Never give up. Today is my day. Success is a state of mind. Do more of what makes you happy. Fake it until you make it. So these are more just motivational goal stickers and check marks, flags. long-term goal tags and short-terms, goal achieved. They give you one full row of blank stickers, appointments, and goal deadlines, which these are great for the monthly headers too, because you can see, okay, this is my deadline for this goal. Monthly tab stickers that go on the dividers. And you have all of these mini squares. All of these are their own little individual square, I'm assuming, to check off at the end of the month. And this here that says I did it. You have a double-sided folder again. A goal without a plan is just a wish. A clear pocket. That is the end of this planner. I'm pretty sure I just convinced myself that I needed to keep this planner, to be honest. Next up, we have the cooking planner. I was so excited for this planner. Like, I went everywhere looking for this thing, and it did not disappoint. So you see the cover is just black and neutral and beautiful, saying cooking with love creates food for the soul. Just a side note, the coils on this are silver, and every other planner in the Recollections line so far is gold. The way this planner is divided is by meals. Breakfast, sides, main dishes, desserts, miscellaneous, nifty meal planning tab in the back. Now this absolutely beautiful ownership page is from the Kitchen of. And then we get the measurement equivalents on one side and kitchen conversions on the other. I think it's so cute that they did little diagrams here, like what a pinch and 16 dashes, 60 drops, and those all equal 1 teaspoon. And weight conversions are always super handy. So you have metric to cup to fluid ounces, Celsius to Fahrenheit, length and volume conversions. There's also a page for kitchen substitutions. So it lists the original ingredient that you may not have and what you can substitute each thing for. And it gives you exactly how much you need to substitute something you might not have. So margarine, milk, molasses, some really useful / staple kitchen items. And then you have a dotted page for notes and pictures. On the next page, you just have an overview of favorite recipes. So I guess these would be like little snippets of recipes if you want a overview of some of your favorites. So this is room for a very long one. And then you have little mini ones over here. I think this would be like really good for cocktails. Maybe that's just me. All right, so then you get your special occasions page, and this is divided by month. So you get the first half of the year on one side, and then you get the second half of the year on the other. I think it's quite useful to lay out birthdays and favorite meals, holidays. Maybe there's like an annual dinner that you do that's not necessarily holiday related. So I think this is pretty helpful. For recipe pages, so this just says contents per page. And that just goes all the way down to the end of the page. And then you get another page for notes and pictures. These dividers are just so stunning. So this is breakfast. And here we're just getting down to the main recipe pages. So this is one recipe per page. So you get a notes section at the top. This recipe serves, main ingredients, and seasonal variations. To prepare, prep time, cooking time, temperature, and what to serve it with. So any sides that you may want to reference. The main headers are the ingredients and the directions on the bottom. So in the breakfast section, you have space for 25 recipes. To the side section. Similar to the breakfast division, you have one recipe per page, ingredients, directions. So yeah, the information is the exact same, just the color scheme is different. You also get 25 recipes in this section as well. So on to the main dishes. Again, same layout, just the headers here are orange. Your main dishes also have 25 recipe slots. And on to desserts, our favorite, obviously. And this is really adorable because the headers here are in pink. 25 spots for dessert recipes. And on to miscellaneous. Same layout, but the font up here is different, all that. 5 miscellaneous recipes as well. So on to, I'm sure, the part that most of you guys are really curious about, and this is the meal planning section in this book. On this side, you get a notes and picture section, again, dotted page. So here is your weekly meal planning. So you have fruits, veggies, proteins, grains, dairy, and water. And this is Sunday through Saturday check boxes. And it also gives you a little reminder of how many servings a day you're supposed to be having each of those. And here you just have each day of the week in its own separate box. And the weekends are each in a separate box, but they're all together on one line. And then in the back, you have a weekly market list, also room for the date. And this is where you have your protein, dairy, fruits. You can write out everything that you need. Pantry, vegetables, other things to get from the bakery, drinks, snacks, and household cleaning products. This is really nifty here because I feel like you're always picking up household products at the grocery store. And just any other further notes you might want to have about that week. So you get 12 weekly meal planning sheets in total, which is an equivalent of 3 months of weekly meal planning sheets. And I know for pretty much every single one of us, if you meal plan every single week, I know that's not going to be enough. So if you are really in love with this, here is a suggestion of mine. You can take out these weekly meal planning pages, like rip them apart, and you can either arc them separately, bind them in a separate book, put them in a separate binder, and you can photocopy each of these pages back and front if you really like them, and then you can make as many as you want. And if you wanted to keep the other rest of the recipe planning book intact, that's just one way to do that. So here we just have notes pages. And this is cool because this is a black page. You can write on this with white marker, white pen if you wanted. So you get 3 of those pages. Here are the adorable stickers. You have pop peppers here, hearts, smiley faces, stars. More notes with like utensil themes. You have lined stickers. I actually like this for like my everyday planner, these line stickers. Here you get flags for breakfast, lunch, dinner, family favorites. And this is so cute because you have stir-ins. You can put this on your directions and timers down here. More direction stickers, chop. That's really cute mixed together. And you have more stickers in black that you can write on in white as well. And again, you have a double-sided folder, Happiness is Homemade, and a pouch. So this is the beautiful wedding planner. It also has metallic embossing on the front. It says Happily Ever After, and teeny tiny says Planning for the Big Day. I love the color scheme already. This is beautiful, the inside of this cover. I'm sure you could write on this as well. And the ownership page says the wedding book belongs to. I absolutely love the color scheme of these tabs. I'm just so sad that it's not in their other dated planners. I mean, how gorgeous. You have black and white, pale pink, polka dots. So on one side you have our love story, which I'm assuming you could put pictures or write a cute quote here. And this is just a blank page, and at the bottom it says, Together is a beautiful place to be. I'm sure this is a place for photos or other mementos, kind of like a scrapbooking element to this. I'm going to be 100% honest. I haven't researched many wedding planners. I'm not getting married. I'm not engaged. I've never been married. So I don't have a lot of insight on that. But that would be my best guess, that this is kind of like a family album type of thing. And here you just have a space for notes. This is a graph paper with a light blue header on the top. So here it says the best thing to hold on to in life is each other. All right, so then you have your undated calendar pages, Sunday through Saturday. In this sidebar, there's nothing here, so it doesn't say notes or anything like that, and there's no lines. So you could put lines in terms of appointments, like if this week you have certain appointments, you can kind of go into more detail per week. I know when you're planning a wedding, you probably have a lot of appointments to go to and things like that. So it's cool that they just left this open-ended. And here are the weekly pages. So the weeks do run Monday through Sunday. So this is how much space you get per week. They're not lined. And the end of the box is just a shaded pink square. So I'm sure you can use that to delineate whatever else you want. So the weekly pages continue like that through the month. These are the dividers. This beautiful, I don't know if it's picking up, but this is like a beautiful pale pink background with black polka dots. I think it's showing white on my camera, but it really is a pale pink. I fall for you every day. These black and white polka dots. Honestly, I might take this apart for the dividers. That's how much I love them. So be truly glad there is wonderful joy ahead. Happily ever after starts here. But this is just a beautiful faded pattern, like a white floral pattern on a blush background. I have found the one whom my soul loves. And I don't know if I mentioned, the header for each month it changes. So you have black, a polka dot, this here. I think it coordinates with the divider for the month. This black, this white and pale pink polka dot scheme. So yeah, it echoes the divider. That's what the header is going to be for the month. And so the adventure begins. Grow old with me, the best is yet to be. Okay, so this is where I guess the meat of the wedding planner starts. So here you have pages for vendor contacts. On this side, you have wedding planner, ceremony venue, reception venue, caterer, stationer, officiant, florist, cake baker, photographer, videographer. On the next page, you have a hair salon, bridal shop, tuxedo rental, alterations, band, DJ, other, and other. So on this side, you have the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. Not just their name and phone number, but you also have their suit size and measurements for the groomsmen. You have 10 spots for the groomsmen on one side. And for the bridesmaids, you also have 10 spots. And in addition to their contact information, you have their dress size and measurements as well. Next page, you have your wedding party. So this is everyone on the side of the bride and everyone on the side of the groom. You get 5 people for each, the bride and groom, and I'm assuming this is mother of the bride, etc. This also provides a space for your dress/suit size as well. This is color palettes. I just might steal this for my own home decor uses, but you have option 1, option 2, option 3, and I'm assuming that you can either put pictures here or fabric swatches, color swatches that are printed out, and you can have notes about it, what you think about it, and that's nice because you can compare all 3 of them side by side. Then you have a budget page for the honeymoon. So I'm assuming these are the honeymoon pages. So you have your date of departure, return date, transportation, airfare, rental car, and then 2 other things you might need for that, projected amount and how much you actually spent, your hotel, food, activities, miscellaneous, and here you have a total. This is a really great page because I know a lot of people put as their wedding gifts that they want money for their honeymoon, and I think if you have it all laid out, you can specifically budget how much you think you're going to need. And then you have your itinerary here, and you have 12 days of honeymoon itinerary of things you don't want to forget you want to do. And then you have a packing list here, her packing list and his packing list. So on this side, you have the food, and it says drink tasting, your wine, your specialty, and your champagne. Assuming you would take this with you to your meal tasting. So your appearance, aroma, taste, finish, how you rated it, price, notes. I mean, you can really go all out here. And what your final drink choice is. Then you have cake tasting here. and the cake and notes, frosting and notes, because you can mix and match the two, date and time of cake tasting appointment, and your cake budget. On the bottom, you have how many servings, how many layers, what shape, and your final cake choice. And here you have photography, notes, and questions, and that's the first half of the page. And then other things you have here are things you want to think about, like the must-have shots you want to have at your wedding and what the wedding photo timeline is. So exactly where you need to be, when, from start to finish to get the best shots for your wedding. Here you have the flowers, and this gives you a breakdown of the most popular flowers that people use at weddings: calla lilies, daffodils, gardenias, hydrangeas, lilies, peonies, poppies, roses, and tulips, what season they are usually used in, the colors that they come in, and the extra info about these flowers. Like, for example, calla lilies can be expensive, daffodils have leaky stems but are inexpensive. And then you have the flowers checklist. So bride's bouquet, bridesmaid's bouquet, boutonnieres, corsages, throwaway bouquet, centerpieces, pew headpieces, altar arrangements, aisle runners, and florist appointment notes. The list of songs you want, probably in the order you want them in. So wedding party intro, couple intro, first dance, father-daughter dance, mother-son dance, song and title of the artist. And here are beauty notes. So your hair salon, stylist, trial appointments, final appointments, notes, your makeup, your nails, and just inspiration here that you might want to cut out. And here you have your notes and thoughts pages on your beauty notes. Here are the overall budget pages for your wedding. So here we have projected spending and actual spending. Attire, dress, tuxedo, shoes, alterations, accessories, salon, stationery, save the dates, invitations, reply cards, thank you cards, postage, ceremony programs, place cards, menu cards, guest book, vendors, your ceremony, the venue rentals, meaning like chair rentals, silverware rentals, linen rentals, marriage license, wedding rings, officiant fee, and accessories. Here you have your reception venue, rentals, food and service, beverage, cake, bartender fee, wedding favors, decor, bouquets, boutonnieres, pew markers, centerpieces, and general decor. And here you have a miscellaneous row. Well, if that's not comprehensive, I don't know what is. And at the bottom, you have your total amounts. Here you have your groom and tuxedo fitting. You have a cool diagram here of a guy, and it just goes into his neck measurements, chest measurements, sleeve, waist, hips, inseam, shoe size. This is great to get all this information and just to hand it off to somebody else. And also information about his tuxedo rental, appointments, alterations. And on the other side, you have the exact same thing, but with the bride and measurements for her. And here are 2 pages of registry gift list. So it's the name and the gift. And here is your registry wish list. So this is divided into categories. You have kitchen, bedroom, dining room, living room, bathroom, miscellaneous, travel, and other. Here are the breakdown of venues. So I guess if you're deciding between different options, you have your projected venue budget, projected number of guests, intimate, formal, or casual, date of our wedding. It's good that they keep your budget at the forefront of all of these things so you don't have to flip back to the budget pages, especially if you're avoiding them. So you have venue option 1, 2, and 3 all side by side, so you can compare them all at a glance. So you have just general contact information up here, availability, capacity, anything else happening at that venue at the time of your wedding, rates, deposit amount, due dates. Do they offer catering? Are there kitchen facilities? Can we provide our own alcohol? Is there a bridal room? Is there room for a band on the dance floor? Is there a sound system? Are there any restrictions on the decor? Any other additional notes and questions you want to ask? Here you have your 12-month checklist. And I guess these are things that you should be doing at the 12-month plus mark, 9 to 12 months part, and 6 to 8 months mark. So you have announce engagement, create a budget, decide on the type of wedding you want, choose your wedding party, look into music options, etc. 9 to 12 months, begin dress shopping, book your venue, research what paperwork you'll need, hire a wedding planner, meet with caterers and vendors. And then 6 to 8 months, buy your dress, book the photographer and videographer, experiment and decide on a hairstyle, send out save the dates, book your officiant. 3 to 5 months, purchase invitations, order the cake, research wedding rings and bands, meet with photographer and discuss shot lists, purchase the rings, confirm all vendors. And week of wedding, assign wedding day helpers, organize payment for vendors, break in wedding shoes, finalize wedding vows, gather a survival kit, review the final guest list, reconfirm itinerary, salon appointments, pack for your honeymoon, and get lots of sleep. That is very important. So this is a page for all events because obviously the wedding is never just the wedding. There's a million other events going on usually. So you have your engagement party, bridal shower, bachelorette party, bachelor party, ceremony, rehearsal dinner, ceremony and reception. 5 options for blank events that you may have. And this can serve as a really great yearly overview to see that everything is booked when it needs to be. And these pages are ceremony, reception, time, event, location. And here you have the guest list for your engagement party and bridal shower. So you have the date, the host, the location, and this is the invite list. And then the name of who got you what, which is great to keep track of thank you notes. And the bridal shower set up the same way. Bachelorette party as well. And the bachelor party. Guest lists, name, address, phone number, and their +1. That's really important. You got 11 pages of guest lists. Here is the rehearsal dinner. Questions to ask yourself. Toast, gifts for the parents, gift for the bridesmaids, gifts for the groomsmen, announcement and notes. Here is the rehearsal dinner page. It's everything you should know about the rehearsal dinner. And here you get graph paper for seating charts. More inspiration pages, also graph paper. And then you get more notes and thoughts pages. These stickers are everything and more. You get your gold foiled tab stickers for the months, heart stickers, rings, cakes, mail stickers for invitation, travel stickers, money stickers, thing to mark your event for your guy or partner stickers. So here you have really adorable countdown stickers, hair appointment, beauty stickers, bridal shower, honeymoon stickers. And here you can write whatever you want. And here you also get whatever you want for these as well. This is the double-sided pocket, You Will Forever Be My Always, and a clear pocket pouch. Here is the beautiful pregnancy planner, and like the wedding planner I just showed, I am not pregnant. I don't think I'm getting pregnant this year. So just a disclaimer, I, again, also don't know how comprehensive it's going to be. So this is the ownership page, my pregnancy, your name, today's date, and the due date. Now this planner is split up by trimester, so you have your first, second, third, the big arrival, and notes. I love the color scheme. It's green, it's pink, pastels. And unlike the other undated planners I just showed you, this does have a year at a glance. So you have 2017 on one side and 2018 on the other side. This page is the big news, when I told, and the reactions of everybody. And on the other side, you have girl names and boy names, and these are just 2 long blank columns that run to the end of the page. This page is the baby shower pages, guest's name, their address, and whether they're RSVPing or not. So this is great to keep for your baby shower invitations and also your thank you card addresses. And on the other side is your gift log. And again, guest name, what they gave you, and whether or not you sent your thank you note. So here is the baby gear checklist on this side. So you have clothing, cleaning care, things for your home, feeding, travel, and others. So I'm assuming these are by all means not everything, but these are great little reminders to get that list going for you. So this is the hospital bag checklist. Nightgowns, underwear, nursing, bra, socks, you know, absolutely everything you might think of. Have some check spaces for other things you might think of. There are note pages dedicated to your birth plan. So you get 3 note pages for that. This is the first trimester divider. This is your monthly calendar spread, Sunday through Saturday. You have an unlined note bar section on the side, but you do have a lined box on the bottom. It starts on week 5, and you have Monday through Sunday. The weekends are together. So it runs vertical, 1 vertical blank space, and then here you have 3 check boxes for took prenatal vitamins and anything else you might want to remember. Glasses of water, and that continues for every day. And then at the bottom, you have your current weight, your belly measurements, and your kick counter, your cravings, and things you can't stand. On the other side, you have notes and thoughts, and you also have a mood tracker down here, which, you know, I wish more planners had this, to be honest. This is cool. This is just like a little tidbit on how much your baby weighs at the current moment. So at week 5, it's 0.004 ounces, 0.1 inches in length from crown to rump. And on the side of the week, you just get a huge checklist that runs down the side of the page. So here it kind of visualizes this measurement for you, saying baby is the size of a sesame seed. So obviously this changes throughout the planner. The rest of the layout stays the same for the weeklies. So this is your doctor midwife visit pages. So you have date that you went, notes, questions, and answers. You get 5 of those pages. And this is the second trimester page. Your third trimester, and the big arrival. My baby pages. So gender, time it was born, birthday, weight, name, obviously, and anything else you want to talk about your newborn, as well as another side of notes pages. Here you have a ton of space to write out your whole birth story, start to finish. So you get 5 pages for that. And then more notes pages. Here are the adorable baby stickers, the gender reveal, make registry, just things to remind you of, bottles. I mean, this is so adorable. This would make such a great gift. And these are your week countdowns, all the way up to 42 weeks. And your due date. And these are just appointment stickers to remember your ultrasound, birthing class, prenatal appointment. And here is just a bunch of blank stickers. The journey begins pocket folder and a zip folder. All right, guys, I know that was so much information. There were so many planners that I showed you guys. So I really just want you guys to comment which one's your favorite and which ones you are getting. Like this video if you found it helpful. It really helps me out a lot and really helps me to know what you guys want to see, and it helps me put out the best videos that I can for you guys. So subscribe to this channel for more planner reviews, organizational tips, things like that. I will be doing an entire series for 2017 coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.